Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when the illusions of youth fade away and reality sets in. For most of our lives, we are told that family is everything, that when we grow old, they will be there for us, and that blood is thicker than water. But as the years pass, we begin to see the truth family is not always the reliable pillar we once believed it to be. Children grow up and move on with their own lives. Siblings drift apart. Even the most tightly knit families cannot always provide the kind of support you truly need in old age. So family is not the ultimate source of security. Then what is? The answer is found in 7 essential pillars, the foundations that determine the quality of your later years. These pillars are built by you through years of discipline, self-awareness, and deliberate effort. Let's explore them one by one. The first pillar is financial independence. If you don't have your own money, your choices are limited. And when you rely on others financially, you put yourself at their mercy. You become dependent, and dependency breeds resentment. If you want to be treated with dignity in old age, ensure that you have built a financial safety net. Your savings, your investments, and your ability to provide for yourself will determine how much freedom you have. The second pillar is health and physical strength. If your body fails you, no amount of money or family support will make a difference. Maintaining strength, flexibility, and mobility in old age is the difference between independence and helplessness. Exercise isn't just about aesthetics, it's about survival. The body deteriorates when neglected, and once you lose your health, you realize that no one can suffer for you. It is your burden alone to carry. The third pillar is emotional resilience. The older you get, the more losses you will face. Friends will pass away, your social circle will shrink, and loneliness will try to creep in. If you do not develop emotional resilience, you will collapse under the weight of these realities. Yet you must train your mind to withstand pain, to embrace solitude, and to find meaning beyond external validation. No one else can give you inner peace. That is something you must cultivate within yourself. The fourth pillar is a strong social network, but not necessarily family. It is about surrounding yourself with people who respect and appreciate you. These can be old friends, mentors, or a community of like-minded individuals. It is about quality, not quantity. A few reliable, genuine connections are far more valuable than a large group of people who feel obligated to be around you. In old age, you don't need forced relationships, you need sincere companionship. The fifth pillar is a purpose beyond family obligations. Many people spend their entire lives sacrificing for their children, only to find that once their children are grown, they are left with nothing. A life without purpose is a slow death. You need something that drives you forward, a hobby, a mission, a cause. Purpose gives you a reason to wake up in the morning. It keeps your mind sharp, your spirit strong, and your days meaningful. The sixth pillar is wisdom and adaptability. The world changes whether you like it or not, and those who resist change become bitter and irrelevant. Wisdom is not just about knowing things, it's about applying lessons, letting go of unnecessary battles, and understanding that not everything deserves your energy. Adaptability is the key to thriving in old age. The ability to embrace new ideas, technologies, and ways of thinking keeps you from becoming stagnant. The seventh and final pillar is spiritual or philosophical grounding. Whether it is faith, meditation, or a deep personal philosophy, you need something that anchors you. As you age, material possessions lose their value and external achievements fade. And what remains is your internal sense of peace, your understanding of existence, and your connection to something greater than yourself. Without this, the later years can become a terrifying confrontation with mortality. These are the 7 pillars that will hold you up when everything else falls away. They are built through conscious effort, not given by others. If you rely solely on family, you risk disappointment. If you build these pillars, you secure your own dignity, independence, and fulfillment. Old age is not something to fear when you are prepared. It is an opportunity to live with wisdom and strength. Financial independence is the ability to sustain oneself without relying on external assistance, and it forms the bedrock of true personal freedom. Without financial stability, every decision in life is subject to the influence of others, whether it be family, employers, or institutions that dictate terms based on dependence. Money is not merely a tool for survival, it is the means by which individuals carve out their autonomy, making choices that align with their values rather than the expectations or pressures of those who provide for them. The person who lacks financial independence is ultimately at the mercy of others, bound by obligations, and unable to fully exercise their own will. The absence of financial independence leads to a constant state of compromise. Every major decision, where to live, what to eat, how to spend time, becomes dictated by financial constraints rather than personal preference. Individuals who do not control their financial future often find themselves settling for jobs they hate, relationships they cannot leave, or environments that stifle their growth. True independence, on the other hand, offers the ability to make choices that are aligned with one's own values and aspirations, free from external control or the fear of financial ruin. Financial stability also provides a sense of security that cannot be replaced by any external source. When an individual is financially self-sufficient, they do not have to rely on the goodwill of others to meet their basic needs. They are protected from sudden economic downturns, unexpected job loss, or the shifting priorities of others who may withdraw their support at any time. Security breeds confidence, and confidence allows for more calculated risks, greater opportunities, and the ability to build a life without fear of being left stranded when circumstances change. Dependence on external sources of financial support often leads to emotional and psychological burdens that erode self-respect. When an individual relies on others for financial stability, they are placed in a position where gratitude can easily morph into obligation, and obligation can become a form of control. The inability to walk away from a situation due to financial dependence creates resentment, both for the individual who relies on support and for the provider who may begin to see their assistance as a burden. Independence removes this dynamic, ensuring that personal relationships remain genuine rather than transactional. Without financial independence, personal dignity is constantly at risk. The fear of not being able to support oneself can lead to making compromises that erode one's sense of self-worth, forcing individuals to tolerate mistreatment, accept unfavorable conditions, or endure situations they would otherwise reject. The ability to sustain oneself financially eliminates this vulnerability, ensuring that no one can hold their generosity over another person's head. Self-sufficiency is not just about money, it is about maintaining the ability to live with self-respect, free from the manipulations and expectations of others. The long-term consequences of financial dependence are often severe. Individuals who do not prioritize financial independence early in life may find themselves trapped in cycles of debt, unstable living conditions, or relationships that they cannot leave due to economic necessity. The longer one remains financially dependent, the harder it becomes to break free as obligations accumulate and the ability to take risks diminishes. Establishing financial independence as early as possible ensures that opportunities remain open, allowing for a future built on choice rather than desperation. A financially independent individual is able to navigate life on their own terms. They can make career choices based on passion rather than necessity, take time off when needed, and pursue personal growth without the looming fear of financial instability. They can invest in their health, travel, and engage in meaningful experiences that enrich their lives. Money, when properly managed, is not a source of stress, but a tool that enables individuals to construct a fulfilling and autonomous existence, free from the anxieties that plague those who live paycheck to paycheck. Financial independence is also essential for maintaining control over time. The person who controls their finances controls how they spend their days, whether it be engaging in work they find meaningful, spending time with loved ones, or simply having the freedom to rest when needed. Those who lack financial independence are forced into routines dictated by necessity, unable to take breaks, shift directions, or slow down without consequence. Time is the most valuable resource, and financial independence ensures that it can be spent in a way that aligns with personal values rather than external demands. Beyond individual benefits, financial independence also strengthens relationships. And when people enter friendships or romantic partnerships without financial insecurity looming over them, their interactions are based on genuine connection rather than unspoken expectations or hidden dependencies. The absence of financial stress allows relationships to flourish organically without the resentment, guilt, or obligation that often is when one person is financially dependent on another. True partnerships are built on mutual respect, and financial independence ensures that neither party is reliant on the other for survival.